Hi guys, Justin here, welcome Farm 26 and J&M Box. I like to know what I've got in there. Well, that took just a little more getting out than I kind of planned on, but yeah, we got it. This side looks really nice. I know there's some rust there, but looks good to me. Our little plate here. That's the idea. We're going to shimmy a plate in underneath, lap it. We're going to spot weld it, spot weld it. Hit the corners up, build them up. And then I don't know, I might even try to hammer this stuff here completely flat and put a little bit of a gusset that actually fills that to direct it all the way to the corner. That way it's less to clean out. But yeah, that's the progress. What a battle. I mean, whatever that rust is, isn't any fun. This side had a little more trouble just the way a grinder's made. Getting in that corner, but that's not too bad. I think I can get good weld if I take and tack in first with a stick welder. This here is good thick plate. It's the new steel that's going to be thinner, and I think I'm going to use 1/8. I might be able to stick him, stick him. Obviously up here I'm going to have to get that real clean, and yeah, he's gonna have to go in with a little MIG, the little Hobart. So one thing I am gonna do here is from here I'm gonna clean him up and I'm gonna prime him. I'm gonna prime my handle up, and yeah, I just think a bit of primer is gonna go a long ways. If it doesn't get too late here tonight yet, I'll put a little green on it too. But yep, I'll put you in time lapse and we'll get her. Well, I don't know what happened there, but around the door, under where we can't get to once we're welded. I'm gonna clean up here a little bit and then I'll put some green on it too. All right. So we just got back from town. I'm just gonna get this out of the way because there's gonna be some sparks. But got a chunk of steel there, and I did give it just a little bit of a trial fit, and it's just a hair thick. So actually, you know what? This can go too. There. So what we're gonna do. So I'm going to grind an angle on it, then I'm going to take that angle off. Okay, if you kind of noticed, I ground more on this end than that end. We do have a slight taper we're dealing with that I didn't pick up on yesterday, and I do want this in here fairly reasonable tight, but that's just me getting it in. Or do I gotta take a little more off? Yeah, I gotta take a little more off, but I'm gonna take it off on this end this time. And I did, I took just a little more off of the top than the bottom. And that trick of taking that bevel, it's really not measuring, but it's a good way to be able to let yourself gauge. Boy, I'm struggling to hold this thing in there straight. Okay, well, we're getting in further. What I'm kind of fighting is that taper. Other than that, it's not fitting up too bad. I got a little bit of a gap to... I'm gonna have to do something on this corner here. But, well, you kind of get the idea. I'll probably have to do what we did here about 2, maybe 3 more times to get that fit. But that is an easy way to, I'm not gonna say measure, but when you're gonna cut a small amount off to fit, that's a good way to keep your already line there straight, because it's hard to cut with anything else, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I'm going to keep at this for just a minute. So here's what I come up with. We got our corners welded in, up along the top welded in. And yeah, that top I did use the little Hobart there. Does a pretty nice job of that thinner metal. There was no trouble to bind that or to blend them at all. The only trouble I did have, and you can see there are some welds that look a little, I'm going to call it smoky. What I had going on there is there's enough of a breeze, and when it comes in circles inside this box, yeah, you can tell. You just stop for a second and hit it again, and you get good goings then. But yeah, that's what we got. So here on this lip, and I screwed up today, I wanted a piece of 1/4 inch angle iron and I'm going to put it in a little bit different than what J&M had it. I'm actually going to have one end coming out and one going down instead of just, you know, V'd like yay underneath. I think it's just going to lend it to be just a little bit stronger. And besides that, it's not going to hold as much garbage underneath, you know, dirt, anything that causes rust. It's just less of a place for it to hang on to. But yeah, that's how she's going. We still are going to have a little bit of a hole right here that we're going to have to do something with, but I'm really thinking about taking and continuing this sheet here all the way down and plating it at an angle like so with just some thinner stuff. And yeah, I can go up and cover him at the same time. Got the little MIG here, so it makes pretty good work of that. This side's going to be a lot easier. But yeah, that's the progress. I'd bring you guys along with a little more on this, but yeah, I already lost a camera to welding, so I'm gonna try and give you guys some, but yeah, it's not gonna be what it was like on the forklift project. So here's what we come up with. Got our corners in. They don't match, and I know that, but they're fairly close. I ended this one a little different. There was a little bit of a hole here, so I was trying to take care of him more than worry about being the same. Where this one here, I could just come to the end and call her good. Yeah, found out, I don't know if you see these little, where the weld went crap, that's all wind when that knocked my gas away. I've got some over here too. Yeah, you guys that like the MIG welders, I'm a stick man. You know, I'm sure they're great in a shop, but I tell you what, out in the wind, I don't know. And it's not that bad today, but it's windy enough, so. Well, anyways, we're gonna throw some primer on. I did do another one. I put a secondary bar in here. This ledge here just wasn't. There's just no strength to him anymore. He's about gone. Other than this track right here, the rest of the box. I mean, you look around. Oh, sure, it's seen some days, but she's not too bad. There's definitely a whole lot worse. All right, so I got a little bit of paint mixed up here, and it's not like second day ready, but it's tacked up real nice. Well, good thing that's done. But yeah, we're just spraying along. Nothing crazy. I do put a little bit of hardener in the paint. It is just, you know, your regular hardware store Valspar. Nothing spectacular. And the gun is just a, I'm going to call it a big box store, but it actually comes from a small fleet supply. I mean, it's not fancy. I'm no professional painter by any means. Well, that means time lapse. Well, there you go. I mean, she's not fancy. Did mixed a little more out of that cup than I needed to finish this front panel, and so I sprayed the tongue. Yeah, it needed. I didn't prep it or anything. It was power washed, but that's about it. Makes it look nice anyway. But yeah, there you go. Well, it's next morning. Paint's, well, it's not dried hard, but it's dried enough where we can put our door back on. And I noticed today that our door is bowed. And you know what? I'm getting to the point of this thing right here where every time when I turn around, there's a lot more to it than what I originally knew about. And it's a lot of little things. It's nothing major. But maybe we'll just run with what we got. And we won't worry about it. Let's see. There. Okay. Let's get our handle down and our new. Let's try not to scratch any more paint than we have to. I mean, we're going to scratch some paint, we know that. One, it's not hard. Well, it's not hard paint to begin with. It's Valspar. And then, two, it hasn't dried for days upon days either. But yeah, there, and I know we're all just hand tight here. I like that. That's a lot better. Before when you, I know it doesn't slam hard going down, but you didn't even have to drop it and that door would flex half an inch, and I thought, well, geez, how did we get anything home on this last year? There. Let's open it up. We haven't been able to do that in a long time. And get our bottom tight anyway. I'm gonna have to send one of the kids in to hold the top. Uh-oh. Come off the rail. He came off his own rails for a second there. There. Another knot. And yeah, this is just how exciting this last bit is. It's all, but I do have a box that, you know, I'm not afraid to fill right to the top of the combine and go down the road with now. He may or may not have some little issues here and there, but at least I know I can take him loaded, you know, tractor speeds down the road. Empty, I couldn't tell you what he will go. I know this much, this is not going to be a slow empty box. The running gear just feels too nice. Okay, I can't hold this one on the back side. He's got paint on the inside of this one, so he might come off real fun down the road. That paint isn't 100% fully set. I mean, you can touch it, but it's not fully set. Well, you pressure that a little bit, and that can turn into some real nut jammers. Well, I guess I'd rather break paint than rust, though. It's something on the threads, so. There. And can we get a 3/8 bolt through? Yeah, we can. So, with that, I'm gonna have to go find a kid. And I think I'm going to say, call this one, well, no, I got a little more to go on this yet. We got the slide yet. And here you guys are might even get a good laugh. Not that these are heavy or whatever, but they're awkward. They're awkward as all get out. They're actually pretty light, but it seems like you're always chasing that one side. But we're going to set him in. I should have really painted the slide in that hand wheel. I think they're supposed to be yellow. And I think that would have turned this box pretty sharp. They would have been. Okay. And I don't remember that. Well, this sucks. This has got to be one of the first boxes that I know where that slide bolts on. You know what? Let's just make sure that he didn't get tweaked and bent. So none of them go on the inside. That's just not the way a funnel works. Huh. I really can't believe this. He doesn't fit this way either. What the hell changed here? It's the same angle. might end up making a new damn slide here yet. Because yeah, grain will never flow off of that. Just leak out the back is all that'll do. That really open and close that way? I don't think it did, but I don't know. They normally all go on the outside, but obviously this slide is not going to go, it's just not that wide. It was made to go on the inside of this gap, and I don't remember that. Man, I don't know what I should do about that. Well, I know what I should do about it, but what I don't know is how I want to go about it. I can't believe that this slide tucked over the top though. I mean, it's the only way it fits. I can't believe it tucked over the top. This box had to have been horrible to unload from. And I'll be honest with you, I don't do a lot of the unloading. I have unloaded it, but most of my unloading is in the dark, or the most I use these boxes in the dark when I've shut the combine down. I normally run the combine and I find someone else to keep some boxes moving. Man, I could not do this all day long. Slide a slide like that. Every time. Every time it grabs. Yeah, something's gonna have to be done. I don't know what or when, but there. There. Yeah, well, I think we're going to call this one done. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. That's J&M box, harvest ready. Yeah, harvest happy, I don't know, but yeah, I don't like this slide. I don't remember it being quite that goofy to... Matter of fact, if I remember right, that's flipped right down always real easy. But the way the slide lines up, it just doesn't do that. I don't know. We'll see what comes of that, and if it ends up being a breaker of some sort, you know, we'll address that. Seems like these boxes half the times they're kind of goofy anyways, but well, I hope you got with that. I think I'm going to end this one saying hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, share me with a friend. Yeah, do your thing. And we'll catch you next time. Have a great day.